Hello. A fairly straightforward festive forecast this year. Think mild, think cloudy and think dry. You probably won't go too far wrong. Here's the bigger picture because, as always, there's always some good detail to pick out in a weather forecast. We've got low pressure up across Iceland, high pressure down to the southwest. We're in between, and tucked in here, this is called a broad warm sector, and that air will be sitting over us, moving in and sticking around throughout the Christmas period. Yes, we get this weather front at times wiggling down across northern and western Scotland, bringing a little bit of rain and trying to bring some cooler air in, but most of the time we are in that milder air and high pressure is dominating. So yes, it will be mostly cloudy, but it is going to be mild and dry for the vast majority. Notice the isobars still quite tightly packed together, certainly for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so it will be quite windy. But these are the Christmas Eve temperatures, getting up to 11, 12, 13 degrees in a few places, maybe even 14 Celsius where we see a little bit of sunshine. So well above average for the time of year. Most places about 3 to 6 degrees above the mid-December average, and parts of Scotland especially mild, more than 6 degrees above the average here. So yes, a very mild Christmas Eve, leading into a very mild Christmas period in general. It is going to be predominantly cloudy though, and it's not going to be completely dry. There'll be rain at times in western Scotland, particularly over the hills, but even at lower levels for a time. Christmas Eve morning, drizzly conditions over the Pennines and maybe over the hills of Wales and southwest England too. But the vast majority, I suspect, will stay dry. Also, the vast majority staying cloudy, but there'll be some breaks in the cloud. Generated to the east of Wales, so parts of the West Midlands, northwest England, may see some sunny spells along with parts of northeast England, and northeast Scotland should also do okay for brighter spells and a bit of sunshine. It will be quite windy at times across northern Britain, but staying very mild. Even as we head into the big day, these are the kind of temperatures that Santa will experience during his deliveries. Double digits still across the board as we head into Christmas morning. He's also not going to encounter too much in the way of wild, windy weather. Yes, it'll still be breezy with lots of isobars across the UK, but the jet stream is pushing the low pressure systems up to the north. That's where the really strong winds will be high in the sky. But for us, as I say, no real problems for Father Christmas. Maybe a little bit of mist here and there, maybe some low cloud, and this weather front will still provide some rain on the big day over the Western Isles and at times over the Northern Isles, and maybe parts of the far northwest of the mainland of Scotland could be a little bit wet at times, and it will still be quite windy here too. In fact, generally quite a blustery day across northern parts of the UK. The wind's lighter in the south. Again, most places cloudy. Some breaks are likely, perhaps a little brighter compared to Christmas Eve, but mostly it'll be a grey Christmas. But temperatures will again be in double digits across the board, 10, 11, maybe 12, 13 in a few spots. Not a great deal of change, even as we head into Boxing Day. High pressure dominating down to the southeast now. This weather front's just wiggling its way around. So Boxing Day won't be completely dry. If you're travelling in western Scotland, it will be wet here. And also, chance was that weather front just slipping a little further south, bringing some rain at times to the north and the west of Northern Ireland. It may actually turn a little drier across the far north and slightly cooler as the cooler air tries to push in, but certainly nothing cold. And further south, again, temperatures mostly in double figures. Mostly it's just cloudy and dry, but notice temperatures just dropping down a degree or so after being at 12 or 13 on Christmas Eve, a degree or so down each day for Christmas Day and Boxing Day. But the mild air is still in place, even as we head into Friday. That weather front perhaps just trying to slip a little further south, and the cooler air also trying with it, but generally it's going to be another mild day on the 27th. Again, a lot of people will be heading to the road, so nothing too troublesome from the weather for travelling around. It will still be quite soggy over the highlands of Scotland, maybe some blustery showers across the far north. A little bit of showery rain at times elsewhere, but fairly light, mostly only over hills and around coasts. Again, for the vast majority, just dry and cloudy kind of sums it up. Could be some fogginess in the mornings as well, and the influence of that high pressure where we've got lighter winds. Signs of a bit of a change. The jet stream just tending to dip a little further south as we head towards the weekend, and that could start to mix things up a little bit more as we go towards the last weekend of the year. From everyone at the Met Office, I'd like to wish you all a very happy Christmas. Of course, we'll still be here throughout this week, keeping you updated, so never miss a forecast by hitting subscribe on our YouTube channel.